Okay, guys, so we're gonna do a real quick random scroll and respond to anybody that has commented on my stuff over the last 48 hours or so. And I just want to say thank you guys for communicating online and commenting and, whatever it is that you say. It's amazing no matter what, even if you're telling me that I wear diapers underneath my pants, but that did not make sense, bitch. I would never fucking wear baby pants around my butt cheeks. And if I didn't, I just can't even actually, like, sometimes people spread rumors that are just like so weird that I spend more time thinking about the visual than the actual rumor, and I just get really offended about that. So if you guys could please spread rumors where I'm in really nice like stance and posture and I'm posed really nicely and I look, even if I have to wear a diaper, that's fine, but can you like make sure I'm not like posed weird while you're telling the story about me, because it would not make sense. That's all I'm saying. It's not that I couldn't technically pose like that, it's that it doesn't make sense for how I would pose. Like somebody said I was bent over doing something over the coffee table last week, actually. They had a very specific bullshit story. It was 1,000% bullshit. It was literally complete lie. And this person's still saying it's not a lie. Okay, bitch, whatever. No, this person is literally saying I was bent over sideways, completely. So you're telling me I was bent over completely with these bad boys just what? Pointing the direction? For fucking, what the fuck, what about this bad boy, this little fat one in here, my least favorite part? Was it just dangling just with the wind, or is it, what was going on there? So I was losing gravity, basically, was what's happening here. In my vision, I'm like sitting here, there's no way that would look like a good position whatsoever. I was probably hunchback, losing gravity in the front. I mean, fat roll in the lower tummy. I mean, I cannot even get over the entire fucking visual of how the fuck this person had me posing, bitch. Like, I'm more upset about the pose they accused me of being involved in, like, than I am even the rumor, because I know personally the whole rumor doesn't even make sense for who I am personally, but, like, this pose, I'll tell you, like, can you please not do that? I'm telling you right now, if you have me post in any way whatsoever weird in any of your rumors, it would not resonate at all with me. It would not. Okay, and I don't care if people want to say, I don't know if it's true. I don't care if you know or not. I know that what I don't need in my life is people questioning me. And if I can't even tell you the truth, even if I'm lying, that's still an issue. You're not finding, some of you guys may or may not be finding people that you confide in. You may not feel like you have anybody that you confide in or that you feel like you can confide in. And like you need to be, you need to at least be willing to try to say at least one or two things to someone, make an effort of some sort. Like, for all you know, the thing that you are fearful of talking about doesn't even need to be even talked about at all. You could talk about, like, this person just asked me straight up, what's going on with you? Are you okay? I don't even know them. I don't. I literally don't even know who the fuck is talking to me right now. But you know what? I watched the video that they sent me. They forwarded me a video. So what the fuck is this? Are you okay? This person don't even know me, bro. And they already fucking know something's weird with me. That's pretty fucking amazing. This person needs a fucking literal prize. I can't wait till I get rich. I'm gonna like buy the most coolest little gift bags for you guys, and we're just gonna do the funnest drawings, and we're just gonna really make a lot of fun out of this. And I was able to just do that with my students at the school, and even as a college student teacher, one of my favorite things that I would do on Friday, I shit you not, dude, I would have them do musical chair review, bro. Musical chair review was one of my favorites, dude. It was hilarious. Picture all of y'all, like literally you're just doing musical chairs all of a sudden, and whoever is the one that's standing last, they have to actually answer the question, or they think. Sometimes I'd switch it up because they assumed, the one standing is going to answer the question, but I already know how they all think, so I switch it up, and I research every day. What keeps my students happy and entertained? Well, changing your teaching style every 20 minutes is actually one way to keep your students engaged, and it's mandatory. It's necessary. People don't know these things. They don't know how to keep people engaged and entertained. And, they don't really understand that everybody's just like a work in progress and they're ever changing. And a lot of times people just think, you're out of this or you're out of that, and you're out of line. And it's like, what the fuck is lying? Literally, last time I checked, it's fucking YOLO, bitch. It's like it's apparently something that those type of people wouldn't even ever fucking permit or allow into their life. So their line is fucking way different than our line. I can tell you that right now. Just to make that fucking clear, you should probably stop telling us to get into lines. Okay? Because that's what happened to all of us. You guys can blame your parents for that shit. I also told them stop spanking us because then when we grow up, we be wanting them spankings. It's true. Like, how many of you guys got spankings? You just put your hands up you're alone in your room so nobody can see you. But yeah, for those of you who were spanked and you enjoy it now in your adulthood, just make a joke more so out of it if you can. If you can just like, I'll tell you what, go tell your mom or your dad that ever since they were spanking your ass, you've been loving the spankings from your daddy or your mommies. You know what I mean? Your big, these ones over here, not you. You need to calm the fuck down. Separate them. Do what you can do to make it as friendly and fun as you can. But basically, you need to you need to say what it is that you need to say. My mom made it very clear when I was growing up that she would never fucking respect me, apparently, until I fucking literally died. No, I'm just kidding about it. No. I'm like super environment. No, I love my mom. I do want to actually give a big shout out to my mom. She's been a super true hero. She may be an ornery little shit, but I can't lie. She's actually been really fucking chill. And she's not actually been to blame for the shit that's been going on recently, and I'm very proud and impressed and happy about that because I would really just love to, spend a really nice last, 10, 20 years with her if I can, just really just spoiling her and taking great care of her, in a way that she wasn't able to allow anybody else to let her. But when it comes to mom and child relationships, that's our cool, way of accessing people that other people can't, is through having a parent or through having a child. Is like, as long as we're around each other, we should definitely try to make each other feel special and loved and cared for. And sometimes it's really difficult to see people with an attitude problem fucking in a way that is not fucking annoying. Like these people with attitudes, including myself, like it's straight up just it's a lot to deal with. And sometimes people just give up and they just walk away and they just say this person's fuck crazy or whack or whatever they say. And like, what, just kudos and shout outs to everybody that's ever given it any effort whatsoever. I just want to give it a big shout out to that. It's much appreciated for sure. And no matter how far you made it along that journey, the fact that you were brave enough to actually challenge somebody like this or us or her or my mom, my mom's like real caring. So just know Karens and Terrors, I don't know, you guys are so big on Karen shit, but I'm not gonna lie, it's really real. Karens don't fuck around, dude. I'll tell you what, she'll come for all of you, and no problem. Just if anybody even like kidnap me, you're dead. There's nothing. You're done. You're done. My mom's the only motherfucker that can hold me hostage. I'll tell you that. She hasn't let me have a boyfriend, and I've never been married for fucking... Because you know what? My mom is a good, strong, and smart, and wise woman. And no, she's not easy to always deal with. But you know what? She fucking honestly, at the end of the day, I can't tell you, really about many times she was wrong. She may not have informed me in a way that was kind or easy to fucking accept, but, and she was very fucking just a she was fucking a dickhead. But so am I. Who the fuck am I to say anybody's a dickhead? You know what I mean? I'm proud of the fact that I can handle my own. So every trait that honestly she has given me, I have taken in. And I have become, a self-sufficient person. And I wouldn't have it any other way. So I just want to definitely give a shout out to my mom. When I do give these shout outs, yeah, Empress here. When I do give these shout-outs, that does not mean that I don't fucking mean anything that I've ever said, prior. I always mean what I say. Oh, Empress and Emperor. Wow, that's cool. I wonder who's in charge of this relationship, me or my mom. It's me, Mom, so sit the fuck down. Alright, no, it's my mom, sorry. Okay, so this one, we're going to do shout-outs. So it says, you have fun and be safe. What did they watch? See what they're having fun. Doesn't really look like I'm doing anything bad, just talking about everything's working out the way that it should. And then I have another one asking how my Friday's going. So these two, I'm not gonna lie, are love interests on my channel. But I don't mind, it's fine. For all we know, any one of you guys could meet your future husband or wife online, and I would not hesitate to get out there and just put yourself out there rather than on a dating website. Because when you show yourself off, you guys, like, for one, it's just like full blown right there, and they can't say shit after if they're a fucking subscriber and your lunatic ass is posting a lot of damn random shit, and this person still, they be watching, and then they want to try to still link up with you, and then when they get with you, they want to be like, ooh, ooh. You're like, what the fuck are you doing right now? What's going on with your face? Like, why do you look like that? You're like literally actually confused, because when you're uploading, especially, like, I upload content, bitch. Like, if you don't watch what the fuck I just posted in the last 24 hours and you come at me wrong, that's your fucking deal, in my opinion. I think that it's the dumbest and most unattractive thing whatsoever, honestly, in my opinion, for somebody to ask a question that is on your wall. So you took no time to literally look at somebody's wall. Or this one really gets me too. I just think this is the dumbest shit ever. I don't give two fucks about anybody that honestly wants to fucking hit me with a pickup line. You want me to hit you with a fucking throat punch in your fucking neck? Like, literally, dude, I love throat punching just as much as you fucking love trying to fucking see if your dumbass pickup lines work. Bro, if you want a bitch, why don't you physically pick her the fuck up and rest her the fuck down where the fuck she goes and give it to her like it's 1999? Why the fuck are you talking when you're supposed to be doing it? How long do you have to fucking negotiate before you can see if you can get your own damn self a deal? I'll tell you right now, every woman will take a fucking damn good, assertive fucking man. But what they're not gonna sit there and fucking do is literally negotiate. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, give a woman 2 fucking words chance to speak. You either have 2 kinds of women, flat out, dude. You got the bitches that fucking don't say shit that you cheat on. Or you literally have the bitch who won't shut the fuck up that you're gonna like, I'm gonna fucking leave if you don't shut your, you're like, they drive you crazy. That whole whatever the fuck day is gone. And yes, we definitely need to get back to it. I hear about it all the time. See about it. You know, it makes me want to get back to, I don't know about getting back. I don't know shit about going anywhere. Like, I have to learn. I don't have anybody to look up to. My grandma's not even fucking with anybody. Like, my entire family is fucking single and pissed. It's great. Fucking wonderful. But, no, these are things that's fine. It's fine if that's the case for you, too. We gotta just, okay, so now we know that. You're like, so when, you know, and even on top of knowing that you have nobody to look up to, now you have to overcome what all these people told you to do. Do what, bitch? Like, sometimes you're normal? I don't know anything about fucking what the fuck you're talking about. Like, these are just the truth. So people don't have role models. They don't have anyone in their family that's having a successful relationship. They don't have the knowledge. And it's literally the same as fucking washing a toilet or doing any other fucking thing in this universe. It has a procedure. Why is nobody teaching these people the actual proper way to do things? Have you truly actually saw an entire plan out and through, and you broke down every step and every detail with somebody, and you said, hey, you know, this is where we begin. Why don't you come with me and grab these supplies, and I will meet you at this location, and that is when we will start. And then you start and you say, so when we begin, we will do this and this and this, and when you're finished, you complete this and this and this, and you stay there, and you see and you perform duties with this person 1,000%. When you are done with this performance, you look them in the fucking eye. It is very important that you look people in the eye when you are done, and pretty much a lot of times throughout the procedures, because you need to confirm with them that they see you. Because a lot of people say, yeah, whatever. They're not listening. I had somebody doing that earlier. I have it all the time in class. And it's okay. You know, you don't need to trip on the fact they're not listening. What we need to do is confirm. We need to make sure that what we just said was heard, because you're the one you're going to have the problem later on, unless you're just going to cut ties with these people. Are you just going to cut them out, or what? If they make a mistake? Probably not. So what is going to happen realistically? You're going to be called to come help or deal or fix the problem, right? So that's when you would come back in on another round, and you're going to tell them, hey, it's okay. Accidents happen. That's a big deal right there. Accidents happen is what I used to say with my kids. They said it so much that they started telling me accidents happen. I said, yeah, guys, I mean, if you could have a little less of these happening more, that'd be great. I'd appreciate it. But I was a really chill person. I super chill back, when I was working at the school and shit. I mean, I just know of so many different times when I would normally have flipped the fuck out, and I didn't during that time of my life. And it was from working with all those students and being there for all those different people. And so as you work through each type of personality, which every brain, every person is literally going to be different. And you need to understand that first and foremost, is every single body, every brain, every perception is different, plain and simple. Whether you think one way or not, that is a small and narrow mind to believe that you actually are the one who is the right way. Your thoughts are the right thing. Who the fuck do you think you are? Jesus Christ or something? Like, seriously, like, get your shit together. No, nobody on this earth is actually down here to be Jesus or God. And when you tell another person that they're not right, you're playing a God figure in their life. Emperor. You're close, but you're not quite. Good try. The reason that that's a big issue is because, you know what, later on down the road, you might find that you've changed your mind about some advice. You might say, don't do this and blah, blah, blah. Well, somebody go and listen to you and do exactly. What if you start this whole movement? Say I do. I'm just going to use myself as an example. If I start this whole movement and I say, fuck, let's just pretend I'm against dudes. And I don't think any woman in the world should fuck with dudes. What if I'm on a fuck dude movement, basically, okay? Next thing you know, I got all these chicks, rolling with me. We got this big thing going, and literally somebody dies. That was my movement, bro. Like, they wouldn't have been there. You gotta really start thinking about what the fuck you're saying. And, like, when you do say something, just let people know, like, hey, this is just my opinion. You're welcome to do whatever you want. This is just what works for me. Don't tell people, like, this is what it is. Because even as a young child, I didn't believe it. I saw people saying things, but I knew at 4 years old that wasn't what the fuck my life was going to be like at all. I don't literally remember no words except for that this person was literally just saying this is what it is. They were screaming. I remember their tone. I remember their anger, hate, and especially my focal point. The main thing that I remember, nostrils flaring every time this person would anger themselves. Their nose would just open and close, open and close. And I remember specifically focusing on that open and close movement, thinking in my head that was their opinion. And at that time I was very much so, even at 4, focused on brains for some reason. But I knew even at 4, I was looking at them thinking that's how your brain thinks. At least that's your brain, not my brain, yours. And I didn't know at that time there was everyone's brain. So I knew there was at least 2 ways of thinking. And I hope that you guys have that skill too. And I want you guys to really just tune into that. Because you do have Queen of Cups energy, you have Empress energy, you have Emperor energy. I mean, this is amazing energy here. And what I see that's bothering you, and it's 2 of Swords, which is not that big, guys. That's not that big. 2 of Swords, yes. Some things happen. Yeah, it hurts you. Yeah, sometimes you think about it. That's life. Your brain always is going to think about it. Did you know that? Just picture a grocery line, okay, and everything being scanned. So every event that ever occurs in your entire life is going to be scanned as a grocery food item out of your cart now. These things that are scanned actually never go into the bag and go home with you. They go back over here to this little part on the freaking rolling thing until they get scanned again. So I want you to picture all of your groceries going through the scanner, and then every time they end up, bloop, she puts it back at the end of the fucking little thing over here instead of in the bag. So she'd be doing the complete opposite, right? Picture that happening every time, over and over. So that's actually how your experiences work. And your brain only registers things as either good or bad. And that's where you have fight or flight mode. I also add one to mine. I say that we also have a do what's right mode. And I believe that. I think people have not giving credit to the people that do what's right. The brain doesn't just fight or flight. There's plenty of people out there that actually can stop and calmly, rationally think through situations. So I'm adding the do what's right to my fight or flight personally. That's just how I do it. But we do have one of those 3 options. And so I don't want you to be thinking, oh my gosh, this person acts weird. Or or I act weird, or anybody acts weird, just know that those are the three choices. And it's very, I'm not somebody that can do what's right a lot of the times, but sometimes I can. But I kind of flight. I'd say flight is probably my bigger one. I will use my tone or fight if I need to in that moment, but I dip the fuck out, dude. I'm a dipper. I'll block people. I just don't want them around me after a situation occurs. So tune into yourself and ask yourself, like, do you have self-control? Do you anger easily? Do you rage? Do you break things? Why are you punching things? Are you freaking yelling? Are you screaming? And when you do scream, pay attention to that and say, at what point did you start getting upset in that talk? You may not realize the little trigger points that you're having, but as your body actually like stores experiences, each word can actually be a similar word from a different event. So trigger, trauma, that's all addicted. That's addiction related. So even though somebody could say, I'm pulling the trigger on this gun and we're just at a shooting range, to me, trigger would still hit me with fucking addiction. And you may not have those experiences with the people around you, but you can at least be observant of how their face is looking, or how their body language is looking, and how their attitude changed, and at what point did things change is what you need to really tune into. Everything matters, but there's a moment, when things are just going real well, and then all of a sudden something happens or something's said. And if you're not around somebody that can help you break things down and just really figure things out and figure out common denominators, then you're not with the right person, because mistakes and problems are always going to occur. But you want somebody that's willing to think deeper about the problem. You don't want somebody that's just a surface person for whoever's in our group. You got to go deeper than that. It's not about perfection. It's not about also really pretty much. It's not about relaxation. It's not about perfection. It's really, I don't think life's really going to be a lot too much, not work. I just picture it like a job. 5-6 days a week, you're working. And even when you don't work, we're pretty much kind of like working a lot of our mentality. And we're just working our health and our youth and everything just dwindling down. Most of us are still searching for something that we are satisfied with. And we're beyond the age of what we were expected to be when we were supposed to have already found it. And so those are things that people are actually looking at. And not sure that those of us who are looking to find what the fuck is available or what is like supposed to be found. But I do see where it would benefit a lot of us if we would actually try a little harder to stop being so selfish. My generation, the millennials, is definitely, the me for sure generation. And at first I took it offensively. It was hard to hear people talk about ourselves as a selfish being after everything that I feel like a lot of us felt like we went through. But I look back at many different events that I thought I went through in a specific way, and I was actually not going through things in that way at all. Like, I always thought my mom was pretty horrible. I talk about her sometimes pretty bad too. And I feel a lot of hate towards her and rage, to be honest. Still, and when I say that, it makes me want to cry, and I feel like the cry is coming from the hate that I've built up inside about her, and I can't tell you why that is. I could make up a million different reasons or excuses why. I could blame her for having my kids that she didn't take. I made up a lie in my head to make myself probably sound better or feel better about the fact that I lost them. And it took me like 13 years to fucking admit that shit, or even announce it or talk about it online and anywhere in the world. And I just, it was a shame of mine, and I just felt like I was never a good person because I didn't have my kids with me in my life. And, after 13 years of just really beating myself and her up, the kids do have a good life. And, they'd go to the fair on Tuesday to do their 4-H, and she raises them healthy, and she doesn't have a lot to give, but she gives them fucking stability. She doesn't have anybody, coming here and there and doing whatever they want and coming and going. She's a good mom. And it's not easy, seeing somebody else, do your job for you. But if they have to, you should definitely at least fucking be accountable for the fact why they have to, and show them some love and respect over it, because that's just like necessary. Same with anybody out there that's dealing with the baby mama instead of a grandma. Just try your best to just stop being hateful and angry about it, because it's hard in general for every person as an individual. And when we come together, it's even harder. We all give up our dreams to be with people, and we all set these high expectations for family. And a lot of those expectations come from fucking what we didn't have, or what we want, or what we expected to have, or what we're going to prove to other people we could get. So it's like 5 times the pressure of a true love relationship. And there's really not a lot of true love in there, because you don't truly love yourself if you're still proving anything at all. And these things, some of us don't learn until after we get it. Look, and I'm here, I got what I wanted, but I don't have the fucking people that live in the house. So those people are not here because they don't, they could be here. And I'm going to be honest with you guys and break things down, because that's why I do this channel. But I could have made a million excuses in the whole wide world why people don't want to be here. No, they don't want to be here because fucking my attitude and the way that I fucking deal with shit is. They come and go and they have their own lives and they do as they, will. And we've had many great days and we've had many fucking, moments where I fucking wondered if I could have done better. But no matter what is going on, you guys, just know that you can always do better. If that's what you want, you can do it. And I know it's hard to feel okay with things, even when you're at your lower points, but you're smart. And you have a devil attachment, whoever it is. We all do. If you're watching my show, probably all do. We're villains, dude. Just villain blood channel, straight up. We got the Ace of Swords out, we have Empress, we have fucking Two of Swords, we have Ace of Wands in the reverse, so we have the devil. It's obvious here, bro. Your devil attachment will block your Ace of Wands. And if you do get this Ace of Wands, because it's here, I just see that some of you are going to straight get this fucking bomb-ass, to be honest, dark-sided devil. Dude, the devil's going to offer you a fucking offer. Bro, look at that. The devil with the Ace of Wands in the reverse. That's fucking shit. That is power. Look at that snake. And the Ace of Wands in the reverse is somebody who's manifesting from the dark energy. It doesn't say that your manifestation will not work. It's saying you're manifesting from a dark energy. That works very much so a lot of times. Look at Scarface. He fucking was very successful. So, no, this is saying straight up, you're the devil, and for some of you guys might permanently, literally sell, when I've heard sell your soul, I've always wondered what exactly that meant and how that goes. And I think I know. I think selling our soul means when you have a full-blown, complete realization that there's a problem with something you have in your life, and you accept it and you don't let it go. That is selling yourself and your soul to the devil right there. So for those of you who are wondering how that works and if depression was something that would be permanent for you, I can tell you that, yeah, it's going to be permanent for all of us at this point who decide that we would like to still not know exactly what we want. And it's going to be very hard to choose for a lot of people, honestly, including myself, because I don't feel, honestly, as though I've had any respect or support from the people that I would be doing these things fucking, supposedly, because I hurt their feelings, you know what I mean? They hurt mine all of the time. And that's my dilemma right there at this point. I don't know where you guys are at, if you just in still in fucking mode or whatever, but for me personally, it's more so why the fuck would I care what the fuck you want when you've done nothing you said you were gonna do? And that's where my rage and anger is coming in. So you guys need to tune into yourself and just know that you have the hangman in the reverse here. So you're learning, you're growing, you're developing, and you are on the right track. And no, it's not going to get fucking easier just because you figured this shit out. It's going to get harder, just so you know, for all of us. As it really is, may the fittest, only survive type shit. And may the odds be ever in your favor, Hunger Games energy. It's very powerful shit. I don't want to see anybody, honestly, stepping into zones for battle if you don't know 1000% what the fuck to do. It's not a damn joke. These areas that we are going into are permanent. You won't come out, okay, if you can't get out. This part of the 4D is the part of 4D where basically picture yourself in a movie where ghosts are trying to talk to you, and let's say this would be a movie where somebody's mom died and you know they're dead in the movie. But this person in the movie sees this mom and she's like, "Come here, Michael. Michael, come here." And he's like, "Mom?" And you're like, "No, Michael, don't go." No, that's what's happening for some of us. So you may or may not end up going in that direction. You have to either snap out of the trance that you're in. You gotta cut ties with these toxic addictions. You're gonna have to actually you're gonna have to make a decision, because at this point, if you have literal people like saying, come over here, and you're literally that dazed off, what the fuck do you really think is gonna happen next? And I'm not gonna lie, for some of us, we have so much energy and power inside of us that what is gonna happen next for some people in specific, and this is not for everybody, but this is for some people, you're gonna snap. I believe that the next level for what the fuck we could possibly feel, if you feel as though you're dazed off and you're actually to the point where you could imagine yourself being in a movie where something from outside of this realm would be calling to you, and then they could obviously probably have access to you. They already do have major access. If you can hear them, if you're following them, that's many things people don't ever fucking see or do or hear. So if these are things you're even thinking about, dude, some people would already put you in a loony bin for even thinking it. So you're already like 3 or 4 levels beyond the average. You can easily be taken over by these entities, and you can snap is what I feel like will happen. The energy levels that you're going to have come towards you with all these outside, things, spirituals, it's going to raise your natural energy level. You're made of an electrical current, and all of your atoms and your energy and everything that you feel, it's all like combustible, and like that's where people end up triggering themselves and like going crazy, going manic, going and doing psychotic things, and then they never return back to their normal state. Too much energy or too much volume of experiences for any person, that's how their body is elevated with energy, and it can actually be permanently damaging to the brain. With too much energy going up and into the brain, it can actually just permanently fry the cells. It can make this person react. It can make them snap. It can make them go psychotic. It can make them murder. It's, Gothica was one of those movies. There's several different types of situations where you see out of nowhere good people snap, and then they do crazy shit, and they wake up and they don't even remember doing it, whatever, at all. That's what I feel like is going to happen for anybody who has a very strong anger and is in their masculine energy. This is going to be a person who's in their masculine energy, and pretty much like, I don't think, what's concerning the most about it is that I don't think you realize that you're as pissed off as you are. Because I feel kind of chill and calm, and that's even scary. That we could be numb and chill, and that's when something's not normal within yourself. So I'm not exactly sure exactly what it is, or if it's my dad, or exactly what it is, or if I just have had enough of shit. But that's what we need to be figuring out, because the next step that we will end up taking, if we don't figure it out, is action. And the action that we're going to end up taking is not in any way whatsoever going to be helpful. It's going to be hurtful. So tone it down, alright? Tone it down. Some of you guys are just trying too much to fucking be building your money, I see. 6 of Swords, though. Calmer waters. It says calmer waters, and try to maybe kick it more at home. I got the house card here, 10 of coins. Higher fit, use your head, The money that you're probably trying to make is just hyena money right there anyway. You do have the Magician, and the Magician, I feel like in this case, is for you to fucking know that you do have that power. You can make whatever difference you want to see. But you have to be the change that you wish to see. You can't just think it. You can't be angry that somebody's not it. And you can't expect it to occur without lots of hard work. However hurt inside you feel, that's how much hard work you're going to have to do to feel better, if not more. So, when you're saying things like, I'm hurt and it hurts and this is bullshit, it hurts, you have to understand that pain, that depth of it, that's how much work you're going to have to do. So by announcing that, you're making it very clear what kind of curriculum you have coming up in your future. So stop complaining about it when the workload begins, okay? You're a champion, you're going to get through it. Yeah, you've been through a lot, and a lot of it wasn't your shit. But there's going to be good reasons for this in the future that you're going to be well aware of. But this is not your time to worry about why. This is your time to practice being obedient, all of us. It's not something we do well. We're not here to question things for once in our fucking life. Why don't we just fucking do it? We're going to try to listen. So this is the chapter of trying to listen for the villain bloods. May the odds be ever in your favor.